Good morning, y'all. Y'all see here in H-Town, we getting some cold weather, ice, sleet, snow, something that we're not used to here. So I decided to not go to school today or do nails and stay home and cook my husband some old-fashioned stew. Now, as you can see, this is the seasoning I used. Garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic also. Black pepper, adobo seasoning, complete seasoning, sazon. I got it from the little Oriental store here by my house. This is like 3 celery stalks, some carrots. You want your pieces of vegetables to be cut up big. You don't want them just to cook down into mush. You want them to be big and noticeable. This is two medium onions, as you can see, cut up big. This is a half a container of green peas. This is a 16 ounce, so I just put half of them. This is a lot, so half. And I mix some regular Idaho potatoes and some red potatoes. And I kept the skin on the red potatoes because red potatoes cook really fast, and I didn't want them to cook down into mush. But just to give a different, some different textures going on, I decided to cut up both kinds. And my meat, of course, in an old school seasoned cast down skillet. That's why it looks like that. That's seasoning. Oh, that's my gumbo. I'm gonna warm up my leftover gumbo. But anyway, I have some beef stew meat in here. Of course, I cut up. Oh, it's already cut up, but I cut it up, again to, make it stretch or whatever. And of course, I use those seasonings. And also, don't forget your bay leaves. Bay leaves is going to make all of this stuff like wake up to like pile. Like, boom. Bay leaves is like a must have when you're cooking beef, chicken, stew, any kind of meat, basically. So just throw it in, break them in half, of course, to release the seasoning. So put your bay leaves in there. So basically, as you can see, I'm using my hands recording, so I'm going to add my onions. And then again, you're going to eyeball your vegetables. You don't want to have more vegetables than meat and vice versa. So just going to eyeball this stuff, throw it in there. I'm going to use all those green peas. That's enough. Toss in those potatoes. As you can see, this is going to be a big, meaty stew. Going to put in my vegetables. And again, I might have overdid on the vegetables, but trust me, it's going to be just fine. So after you add all of that stuff in, I'm instead of making my old-fashioned gravy, which is, browning the meat first. It's going to be a big-ass stew. Instead of browning my meat first and flour and oil, I'm going to use this. I just poured in here whatever the last of what I had. So once again, you're eyeballing everything you're doing. So that is going to go in my bowl. Your whisk, and you're just going to stir, get all the lumps out. And of course, you want to add more water to like right there. And just give everything a big stir to pretty much see, if you want to add more vegetables. But of course, I have more than enough vegetables. And all of the meat, of course, is going to cook down. The vegetables are going to cook down also. So it looks like where the meat is. It's at the bottom. There you go. It's coming. So basically, I'm going to slide. When you have back issues, you learn to do stuff. So that's what I do. Because I can't pick up this big container. So I slide it. Put it on high. Put the top on to get it to a boil. That's what you do with a bunch of stuff to start boiling really fast. You put the top on and you sit here and you watch it. So once it starts to boil, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, of course, now. So once it starts to boil, I'm going to cut it down to like medium high. here. Or I might just put it over here and let it just cook, you know, most of the day. Not most of the day, but a couple of hours. So let it come to boil, and then you turn it down to medium high. And I'm going to end the video, and I'm going to come back with the finished result. So this is part 1.